right, week 14 wrapped up this weekend, and it has been exciting. I think we had one, two, three, four teams put up 50. I'm not sure anybody's playing defense anymore. Um, Washington went into Hartford. This is the second. There's one more divisional game for everyone left, and then two games after that. So this is their second to last divisional game. So all these games have playoff implications due to tiebreakers, especially as tight as the conferences are, or the Stars conferences. Washington went into Hartford, and Hartford wins in overtime. 37-34. They take a one-game lead over Washington. They're now 7-6. Washington 6-7. Overtime, game-winning field goal by Cole Tracy, 36 yards. RG3 hooked up with JJ Arcega-Whiteside, 13-yard touchdown with 15 seconds to play to force overtime. So they scored the last 10 points of this game to win it. RG3, 31 of 49, 446 yards, 3 touchdowns, but he was picked off 3 times. The other East Division game, Columbus wins 31-13, and they move to 8-5. New York drops to 9-4. No one able to get that 10th victory just yet. 31-13. 2 fourth quarter touchdown passes from Carson Wentz to Chris Conley put this game away. Trent Richardson and Jay Ajayi each with a rushing touchdown in here. Second overtime game from the Stars Conference this week. Frankfurt went to Dublin. Both teams needing to win. This was Cam Newton's second game as a member of Frankfurt. He was 16-25, 237 yards, 3 touchdowns, but no interceptions. Looked good in here. Tavian Thomas scored a 1-yard touchdown plunge with 33 seconds left. And Cam came right back down the field, 3 plays, 54 yards, and he hooks up with Anthony Johnson, former Buffalo University receiver. 6 seconds to play. They go to overtime. Quinn Sharp kicks a 49-yard field goal. Dublin now 8-5. Frankfurt at 5-8. I'd say they're out of it at this point. Barcelona goes to London. And you just knew that Barcelona's been on a roll since they traded John Ross. But Blake Bortles, 19-24, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Roberto Aguayo kicks a 49-yard field goal with 1 second to play to win it. These two teams are both 9-4, sitting atop the Europe division. Barcelona with the tiebreaker. They split during the season. London won by 1. Barcelona won by 3. So Barcelona has the head-to-head tiebreaker with London. The only thing that would come into play is if somehow Dublin ties it up or there's a 3-team race. Barcelona has the tiebreaker over London. Louisville went to Orlando, and here's the first of the 50-point games for Orlando gets the 52, improving to 6-7. They are your division leader. Louisville drops to 5-8. Things have been rough for Louisville here lately, but Orlando, Johnny Manziel's back. Had a great game. CJ Verdell. It was 24-21 Orlando at halftime, and then Orlando scored 4. Second half touchdown here, unanswered of course. 4 second half touchdowns. CJ Verdell had 3 of them. Goody had a defensive touchdown, but CJ Verdell, 2 receiving touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown in here. He had quite the day. Memphis went to Birmingham. Birmingham with the second 50-point effort by a team, 55-34. It was all knotted up at 21 at halftime. They traded touchdowns in the third quarter, 28-28, and then Birmingham went on 27-6, roll the rest of the way to win this one, improving to 3-10. Memphis drops to 4-9. They're not out of it. They're 2 games behind Orlando, but certainly have dug themselves quite a hole. Albuquerque goes to Hawaii. Here's another 50-point game, 55 points. It was 31-6 at halftime, 38-9 through 3 quarters. Nick Foles, 20 of 23, 336 yards, 5 touchdowns in here, no picks. Brashard Perryman, 7 7 catches, 102 yards, and 1 touchdown. Robert Tanyan, the tight end, with 2 receiving touchdowns. Hawaii improves to 9-4. Albuquerque drops to 6-7. They're still alive. San Antonio went into San Diego. Here's your fourth 50-point effort. San Diego has been on fire since they traded Cam Newton. Jake Fromm, 20 of 26, 311 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Trevon Wesco, the tight end, 2 receiving touchdowns. Jazz Ferguson continues on his torrid pace, 4 catches, 125 yards, and 1 score. San Diego, both teams now 5-8. Chicago went to St. Louis, and this was quite the game. St. Louis was up 24-16 at half. They were up 31-19 through the third quarter, and that's when Chicago came rushing back. J-Rob with 2 fourth-quarter rushing touchdowns, and then Alex Torgerson hit Jake Weineke with 11 seconds to play on a 21-yard touchdown, and they get the victory, and they stay on top at 9-4 with the victory over St. Louis. 5-8, they're on the outside looking in. And Chicago got help with Tulsa beating divisional rival Detroit Griffins 20-17. Detroit was looking to stay close to Chicago, but it's a two victory swing here with Chicago winning and Tulsa beating the Griffins 2017. Bandits improved to 4-9. Detroit right now is your fourth seed at 7-6. Kaiser with 2 first-half receiving touchdowns. Brad Craddock kicks a 51-yard field goal at the beginning of the fourth quarter. That made it 20-10, and Detroit got a touchdown, but it was a little too late for that. Portland went to Salt Lake City. Very interesting game. Barons were up 17-3 at halftime. And then Leonard Fournette, he had a 71-yard touchdown run, but he gets 2 rushing touchdowns in the third quarter. Portland still leading 24-17 going into the fourth quarter, but Comets take a 31-24 lead with 8:11 to play, and that was it. Portland got a late field goal, but Salt Lake improves to 10-3, becoming your first team to get to 10 wins. Smallwood and Fournette each with 2 rushing touchdowns in here. Both of them went over 100 yards. San Jose went to Sacramento. Sacramento was up 17-10 at halftime and just couldn't hold on. Justin Yoon kicked a 22-yarder to make it 17-13. The Owls still up through 3. But then Yoon kicked another 22-yarder to make it 17-16 early in the fourth quarter. Still Sacramento. And then San Jose went up 24-17 with just over 4 minutes to play on a Paul Perkins 1-yard touchdown scamper. 2-point conversions good. San Jose improves to 5-8, and they're playing spoiler with Sacramento, who drops to 6-7. Let's take a look at your Week 15 games. There's some big ones in here. A lot of playoff implications. The last of your divisional games here. Hartford goes to New York. New York's still the 1 seed. Columbus is the 2 seed or second in the division. Then you got Hartford 3rd and Washington 4th. So all 4 teams still in it. Washington's going to have to beat Columbus. New York looking to stay in front of Columbus due to tiebreakers. Not sure who won the first matchup, but New York has the opportunity and at the same time be able to put a hurting on Hartford. Washington has struggled lately, so they're going to have to win this game. This is a must-win game for them. Dublin goes to Barcelona. Barcelona has taken the lead of Europe. Dublin has a chance here to even the score. We'll see if Cooper Rush is able to do it. Abraham, can't think of his name. Their leading running back is out for the season, so Cooper Rush is going to have to pick up this team and carry him. Tavian Thomas will be filling in, but Barcelona on quite the roll right now. Frankfurt goes to London. Frankfurt has a chance to play spoiler at this point. Maybe if they win out, they get in at 8-8. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to take a look at that. Certainly with the situation in the South Division, it can't hurt. but 8-8 will be tough because you got Hartford and Washington, Columbus all staring at that. We'll see if Cam can do his magic. Orlando goes to Memphis. This is a last-ditch effort, definitely for Memphis. I think they're probably already out. Orlando's on a roll since they got Manziel back, so uphill battle for Memphis. Louisville goes to Birmingham. Birmingham is out, but they're playing for pride, and they put up 50 on Memphis last week. So Louisville licking their wounds. They're not out of it yet, but they certainly don't have any tiebreakers over Orlando. Hawaii goes to San Antonio. San Antonio still hoping to get in if they can finish 8-8. Albuquerque goes to San Diego. San Diego 2-0 since Newton was traded. St. Louis goes to Detroit, and Detroit looking to rebound after that loss to Tulsa. Chicago heads to Tulsa, always a tough venue for the Demons, but they, of course, right now have a 2-game lead on Detroit. We'll take a real quick look at the standings. So in the Stars Conference, you got Barcelona on top. New York as your second seed. London would be your third seed under this scenario. Columbus would be your fourth seed. Dublin would be your fifth seed. Your third seed would actually be Orlando. And then your sixth seed right now is Hartford at 7-6. So Barcelona, New York, Orlando in third, then London, then Columbus, and then Hartford. So that's the way it shapes up, but Washington still has something to say about it. Louisville still has something to say about it. And Frankfurt and Cam probably still have something to say about it. We're going to take a look over at the Stripes Conference. Salt Lake City has clinched a playoff berth. I want to say they are... Yeah, they got a 4-game lead with 3 to play. So they've clinched their division title is what it is. Sorry, why? Yes, they have clinched their division title. Portland and Sacramento aren't out, though, by any means. Your 1 seed right now is Salt Lake City. Chicago is your 2 seed. They beat Hawaii head-to-head. So Hawaii is your 3 seed at the moment. Detroit is your 4th seed. Then for the 5th and 6th seed, it's a tie between Portland, Albuquerque, Sacramento. Those 3 are playing for the last 2 playoff spots. Doesn't necessarily mean that St. Louis, San Diego, San Jose, or San Antonio are out of it, but these 4 would have to win out just to get in, and probably still need some luck with 3 to play. So that's taking a look at your division. I wanted to see, what's the kid's name? It's blowing my mind. I can't think of his name. He's a hell of a running back. Is it Smith? Abe Smith? Yeah, it is. Abram Smith out 11 weeks with the elbow injury. Michael Jefferson for Detroit out 10 weeks. Jordan Matthews out for the season. Detroit's got a bunch of injuries, and that's pretty much why things have been piling up on them. Real quick look at your individual leaders. Passing. RG3 is on top with yards. Knock on wood, still playing hard, right? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, it is. RG3, 4,000 yards. Hartman and Foles are knocking on the door there. Foles with 42 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. RG3 with 35 touchdowns. Sam Hartman there at 34. Tyson Bagent with 30 interceptions. Barkley, Flacco still have only thrown 2. Kaiser's thrown 6 now, picking up the pace there, isn't he? You have a 3-way run at the rushing title right now. You got Kareem Hunt. He's got a 4-yard lead over Fournette, and Regis is only 6 yards behind Hunt. Dalvin Cook at 14-18 having a great year. Your rushing touchdown leader is going to be Fournette with 10, Jordan Howard with 10, Dalvin Cook with 10, Trey Regis with 10, Philip Lindsay with 10, Kareem Hunt back with just 9. Yards after contact, who's over 1,000, Fournette and Hunt. Your Kevin White still playing hard. The receiver hasn't had an injury. Sorry, don't mean to jinx you, Orlando. 98 catches, 1,600 yards almost, 9 touchdowns, averaging 16.2 yards. 3 games to play. We'll see how he finishes. He has the yards leader, but your touchdown leader is going to be Perryman with 15, and Jazz Ferguson. What a big year he's having with 14 touchdown catches. Defensively, Sanborn has 104 tackles. Joe Schobert with 99. Carl Nassib up with 17 TFLs. Then Sandberg with 15. Randy Gregory and Sean Oakman each with 14 TFLs. Eric Watts has now got 10 sacks. Taco Charlton right behind him with 8. Jordan Jenkins with 8 as well. Interception-wise, Mo Claiborne's got 8. Your defensive touchdown leader, I looked this up earlier, it should be Holton Hill with 3. So that's a real quick look at everything going into Week 15. Things are starting to get exciting. Good luck to everyone. It's time to get on the bus.